Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. Canada faces a looming deadline as work permits near expiry in 2026. Canada is approaching a pivotal moment in its immigration landscape. Temporary work permits are expiring at a pace the country has never witnessed before. By the close of 2025, roughly 1 million permits had already run out. Forecasts for 2026 point toward another million expirations. Without meaningful transition pathways, Canada could find itself in mid-2026 with nearly 2 million individuals at risk of losing legal status. This situation isn't hypothetical, it is unfolding in real time. International graduates. Temporary foreign workers. Individuals embedded in Canadian workplaces and neighborhoods. Many are watching the months tick down with few long-term options. Why the surge in expirations is becoming a national conversation. For years, Canada relied on international graduates and temporary workers to keep core industries functioning, from healthcare and construction to food services, logistics, and technology. These workers didn't just fill labor shortages, they paid taxes, secured housing, raised families, and contributed to local communities. But as work permit expirations accelerate, the immigration system is straining. Recent policy shifts narrowed access to permanent residency, particularly for low-wage workers and international students. While intended to manage population growth and housing pressures, the practical outcome is more complicated. When legal status ends without a transition pathway, people do not simply vanish from society. Human stakes hidden behind the data. Every expiring permit represents a real life. Caregivers who supported seniors during COVID-19. Service workers who kept businesses afloat. Graduates who invested heavily in Canadian tuition with the hope of settling here long-term. The ripple effects are already visible. Rising housing insecurity, informal or overcrowded living arrangements, heightened vulnerability to labor abuse, and a growing shadow economy where silence becomes a survival strategy. Work permit expirations are no longer a quiet administrative matter. They are evolving into a social, economic, and humanitarian challenge. South Asian communities among the most impacted. Projections suggest that nationals from South Asia may account for almost half of those affected by the upcoming expiry wave. Many of these individuals came as students, transitioned to postgraduate work permits, and have since built careers in Canada. But policy reforms have reduced their access to permanent residence, restricted spousal open work permits, and limited provincial nominations. A pathway that once seemed predictable now feels fragmented, creating uncertainty within communities that have historically driven Canada's growth and labor market resilience. A system under strain, but not without tools. Canada has navigated complex immigration pressures before, and the solutions are not theoretical, they already exist. Bridging open work permits, sector-focused permanent residence streams, regional pilots, and targeted pathways remain available. Many temporary residents facing expiry already meet language requirements, possess Canadian work experience, and fill labor shortages, the very attributes Canada seeks in permanent residents. The challenge is alignment, matching policy tools to the realities on the ground. What temporary residents should be doing now? For those whose permits are approaching expiry, preparation must begin early. This includes assessing Provincial Nominee Programs, PNPs, express entry eligibility, employer-supported immigration options, regional and sector-specific programs. Policy landscapes shift quickly, economic needs, political agendas, and demographic pressures shape immigration rules in real time. Unfortunately, misinformation spreads faster than official updates, and vulnerable individuals often become targets for exploitation. The defining immigration issue of 2026? Work permit expirations are poised to become one of the most consequential immigration challenges of 2026. Canada remains a nation built by newcomers and enriched by their contributions. The path forward must uphold system integrity while ensuring the people the system relies on are not left behind. With the right planning and credible guidance, many affected individuals still have viable pathways to remain in Canada legally and securely. That is all for today, in this video. Please hit like and subscribe for an upcoming video. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.